we're going to do now, I know brother Laddie has been very, very patient. Laddie, I know you were one of the first on, you know, and we were blessed to have a conversation prior to us going live. So another Londoner who is here with us, original Londoner, but went out to the UAE, I think. Kai went to get her glasses.
There you go.
You're killing it, Kai. And those are nice. I
was going to do a big reveal and be like, you know, hi.
You should have planned it better, Kai.
Continue with Laddie, continue. I know time is of the essence, but you don't have time for jokes.
But our jokes are serious jokes, Kai. We're speaking humorously. We're not joking. We're speaking humorously. Big difference. But I do want you to introduce our next guest with Sister Sarah's glasses, please. Come on.
Oh, okay, right. So.
There you go. There you go.
Hello. Hello. They're amazing though, right? So yes, darling, we are going to be going over to Abu Dhabi now to taste a little bit of the essence that's going on, because there is an amazing Black-owned business there, and we're heading west, darling. Yes, west to west with Laddie Knight. Please, Laddie, tell us all about your business.
Thank you very much. Although I don't think I can continue until I get my sunglasses. So,
yeah, we're gonna get you some glasses.
Right. All right, guys. Let me just share my screen. All right, guys. Kai, thank you very much for inviting me. And Abdul Hakim, thank you very much for hosting. And it's been a joy to hear everyone's stories. I shall bang on quickly. My name's Laddie Knight. So I'm one of the owners of West to West Kitchen. We are a West African and Caribbean restaurant based in the capital, Abu Dhabi, in the UAE. And I'm going to take you on our journey. So without further ado, I shall get started. So I moved here in 2014 from the UK, originally as a teacher. And then my wife, I was 2 years here as a married bachelor. And then my wife joined me in 2016. She was having none of it. You're not staying there by yourself.
We held out, did you, Laddie?
She came out as well. And end of my fun. No, it was much better when she was here, obviously. And whilst we were out, we were at this place, P.F. Chang's, and we had an idea whilst having dinner. Now, just a point, this P.F. Chang's became quite monumental in our lives, because every time we seemed to have a big idea, we were eating at this place. And every time we had a big idea, it would result in a whole lot of work. So we're like, you know what, let's not go to this place so often anymore because it just results in too much work. So now we go there once a year. So our idea, what was our idea? It was this.
Wow.
Because at the time, there was nowhere that was doing that. That was at the time. So this was in 2016. So what was that idea? Now, my mum, there she is from Sierra Leone in West Africa. My dad is over here. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. And we have a lot of Jamaicans in our family and grew up around a lot of Jamaicans. So this was the food we ate growing up. So we had Sierra Leonean food, Trinidadian food, and Jamaican home-cooked food. So we wanted to bring a bit of that to the UAE. So in 2018, then we started approaching our family members, my mum, my auntie, cousins, uncles, basically anyone whose food we enjoyed when we were growing up. But we had no experience at all running the business. So my auntie came out, here she is. My auntie Lena came out in 2018, and we hired a chef consultant to help develop our menu, to help develop our recipes, because we knew nothing about our standard operating procedures. So we put a whole load of recipes together. So we had like a menu of maybe like 50 items. And then we needed to get a whole load of guinea pigs. So we invited our friends over to our house. So it's still in 2018. And we had some tasting sessions. And they they broke it all down to as though like, oh, we like this food, we don't like that food. And we're quite blessed. We have an array of friends from different cultures. And because there's a whole load of different cultures here in the UAE, we wanted to have that representation during our tasting session. So we could find out what people liked, what people didn't like. So this is one of our first tasting sessions in 2018. We had about 4 or 5 of them in our home. Yes. I love this picture because I think I'm quite funny, but my wife thinks the complete opposite. But I was cracking a joke, and you can see all of our friends think it's quite funny. But what she did, she's very strategic. She cut me out of the picture, so you can't actually see it's me delivering the jokes. Whereas in the next one, you can see her there, like she's a hostess with the mostess. But she's very sly, very sly. You can see who the brains is behind this operation, my wife. So we ran a few tasting sessions, and then in December 2018, we were lucky enough to have a pop-up stall in a place called Yas Mall, in an area called Urban Retreat. So we were there for 6 months, and I've only just seen this picture recently, and it's mad to see. This was our menu. We had 4 mains when we started. Now I think we've got about 20 mains on our menu. So it's just crazy to see how we've developed over the years. And like I said, I've only recently looked at this picture, I think earlier on today. And so it's nice to think, oh, that's where we were. And these were the dishes that we served, and people are still with us. And I'm sure the quality wasn't as good as it is now, but yeah, they were still with us. So we were there for 6 months until middle of 2018. And then we got a lot of positive feedback. We were able to refine some of our methods, some of our processes. And then we opened our permanent location, our fixed location. So we found this place. This was in the city, in Abu Dhabi city. It was already a functioning restaurant, but as you can see, it needed a little bit of work. So again, my wife came in, she did her magic, and ended up looking like this. So then we opened in 2019, around October. My mum and my auntie came over. And they taught our team, and we hired our team, and they taught our team how to make all of the dishes. And yeah, then we started building the business. We started with some small events, small personal events, where we were catering. In fact, Kai, I think this is the one event that we had a chat actually. Yeah, and it carried on going. So we did a lot of collaborations. This was an iftar that we catered for. It was a real blessed day. That was really blessed day. That was a lot of fun. And then the event starts to get bigger. So this was our first birthday. We collaborated with a local bar in Abu Dhabi, in World Trade Center, and a DJ and an event organizer. So that was a lot of fun. Met a whole load of people there as well. This gentleman here, his name is Mackenzie. He's from Trinidad, and he brought like the second hottest hot pepper in the world, and like gave it to all of our team and said, try this. Everyone's mouth was just fire, burning away. So yeah, so the events got bigger, and then the guys that we work with who were the event organizers and a DJ, they opened their own bar called Atlon Bar, and we continue collaborating with those guys. So we provide the food, they provide the location and the drinks, and it's just a nice synergy there. So again, we just continue working as a team to keep pushing the brand and supporting other businesses as well. And then we had our biggest event to date, which is when we were asked to participate in 2021 Abu Dhabi F1 Grand Prix. And that was fantastic for us. It was such a blessed opportunity. We learned a lot. Hundreds of thousands of guests were there. Huge learning, huge learning curve for us. And we made a whole lot of friends as well. A lot of the other speakers today have spoken about the networks that people have developed. And this was such a great ground, a great foundation to build a whole lot of networks and to talk to different businesses who have been in the game for much longer than we have, and we were just constantly taking notes, just learning from people. How did you do this? How did you do that? So yeah, so it was a good event, but it hasn't always been an upward trajectory, not at all. So we've had highs and we've had lows, and we call this one the Valley of Despair. This was the day of our delivery. So we opened in October 2019, and then as we all know, COVID hit in March 2020. So that we suffered, as all businesses did, we suffered a lot. So we couldn't have dining guests. A lot of our guests reside in areas that are outside of the delivery zone of some of the delivery platforms that we use. So in the UK, I think we have Deliveroo. So similar to Deliveroo, Talabat, Zomato, they would only deliver to certain areas. But our guests reside much further outside than those in those areas where Deliveroo deliver to. So they could no longer come and get our food. So we took a big hit on that. One of our guests suggested, "Oh, why don't you guys just do your own deliveries?" Oh, boom! Why don't we do that? Let's do that. So we put that onto our social media platforms, and we message groups, and we were inundated with orders. We're like, "Brah, yes, alhamdulillah, this is good. We're good to go. We're good to go." So we just accepted all of these orders. We said, "Yeah, we're going to deliver between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m." I think we had about 24 orders. That was nuts. The first order did not leave our restaurant until 7 p.m. Remember, we said we'll deliver all of them between 5 and 7 p.m. The first one didn't leave until 7 p.m. The final order did not go out until midnight.
Wow.
It was a terrible, terrible experience in terms of delivering, but the learning process was immense. The next day, my wife and I spent the entire day on the phone apologizing to guests. And in those situations, you can't say anything. It's just like, "Okay, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, okay."
Refund.
Refund, yeah, refund. It's never going to happen again. But we learned so much, and then we still have guests today, and this is not a lie, we still have guests today who ordered on that day and still order now. Just because they've been loyal, and we learned so much that we change things very quickly. So we talk about the valley of despair, but also we have our highs as well. So this gentleman here, his name's Mohammed, he was the one who ordered on the first, he's probably maybe the second to last person we delivered to on that day. So he got his order maybe about 11:55 p.m. And this was taken about a month ago. So we still have a lot of supportive guests, and we learned during that process. So we're able to...
I see planting, Laddie. I see planting.
Of course, and you see jollof, and you see curry goat, and you see jerk chicken, and you see ital stew. You see it all. So yeah, and we have a lot of fun times. So these are a couple of guests that came in, just a little dance there.
Teaching them to dance too, Laddie?
Of course, a little Tim, obviously. People feel to move, they have to move. And then this was fantastic as well. We were really humbled with this. I think in 2021, it was an industry award. We were lucky enough to be recipients of the What's On Award 2021 for Best Indie Restaurant of the Year. And that was, I said, really humbling, because we were thinking, this is Sierra Leonean food, Trinidadian food, and Jamaican food we're offering, and it's winning awards here in the desert. That's crazy. So yeah, so that was fantastic. And yeah, and we just keep on going from strength to strength. We were able to work with fantastic individuals and who produce great food, and we're able to eat great food every day. So we've got plantains there, we've got curry goat there, we've got Trinidadian doubles there, we've got Jamaican callaloo, boiled plantains, some Sierra Leonean awojo binch, we've got curry goat, jollof rice, plantains there. So yeah, so that brings us to the journey to date, and some of the lessons, the key lessons that we've garnered over the last 4 years, 3-4 years, has been mentors. We've been lucky enough to pick up a few mentors on the way, and they've just been invaluable in terms of the guidance they've given and help. Whilst we've still made a lot of mistakes, I think their advice has helped us to avoid many more mistakes. And with resilience, we've had so many knockbacks, and we will continue to have knockbacks. But it's about, what do we do? Get up and go again, get up and go again, get up and go again, and learn from that. Talk about building your tribe. They say that, what is it? Family, friends, and fools only invest in startups. And that's completely right. But then those same family, friends, and fools will be those people that support you, that back you, and provide you with that injection of confidence when you doubt yourself. And you will doubt yourself. And I continue to doubt myself. But you have those people around you said, you know what, let's keep going. You're like, yeah, let's keep going, let's keep doing that. So having that, building that tribe is incredibly important. And then the final thing, as
Get
cliche.
rid of the fools, though, laddie. No fools.
No, what?
Those are the cool ones. Those are cool people.
So, exactly. They're not cool. They're cool ones. Yeah, very true.
Oh, they're cools.
Very true. Very true.
Remember when I can't remember what his name is. The guy who owns Starbucks, Schultz.
Yes.
When he started Starbucks, he refused to go to a bank.
Yeah.
And it was personal friends of his. And because he came from a high net worth background, he was able to go to friends and borrow 100,000 here, 50,000 there. And he used no money from no banking institution to start that whole chain that we call Starbucks today. And his inspiration was just going through airports and just not being able to find a decent cup of coffee. Just like Kai's hair, situation. And it's the same, just dissatisfaction. So not fools, cools.
Cool. All right, cool. There we go. I'm taking notes. Friends, family, and cools. All right. and then the final thing is, as I said, I know it's quite cliche, but our two strongest assets of a business for us are obviously our menu and then our team as well. So our team have brought us to where we are today. So pay attention to how you build your team. And I think I've probably taken a bit too long, so I'm going to end there.
And we're going to thank you. That was wonderful, wonderful. And you've inspired me to come back to Abu Dhabi.
Come back, sir. Come back.
I'm scheduled to be in Dubai in the next few weeks. So I'm definitely going to break up my time in Dubai and definitely censor myself in Abu Dhabi this time.
Do it, Abdul Hakim. We'll be here for you.
Yeah, I look forward to, because I remember, looking for some decent food, and it's a struggle. You can obviously go to the major restaurants, all that's fine. But to go to something FUBU, for us, by us, that's the blessing. So we thank you for that, my dear brother. And we've come to our end of time. We're actually over time. So if everybody can give our brother Laddie a big round of applause. Thank you.